Wow, 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 wow. Nom, 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 nom. It's time, baby. You got my hands ready? I am nomming and fucking nomming. I look like it looks more like I'm casting a spell over this chicken than actually trying to eat some. But you kid has any. Because this is my chimikin. You can't has. But how's everyone doing? It's been a great day. I don't know how much stall time I should do for today, but hey, it is. I have heard that this is a fun game. I don't expect it to be a long game, but I've heard it's a fun one. I have no idea how long it'll take. This could take 2 hours, it could take 4 hours. We'll figure out what to do afterwards, but... I've had a long day at work, but how's everyone else doing? Anyone here doing pretty good? Anyway. Oh. Let me check something real quick. But yeah. We're getting ready to get started real quick. I have to like post something real quick. I know I'm like multitasking right now, but hey. Gotta do what you do to get that bag, you know? Alright, well, let's go ahead and fucking start this motherfucker. You know what? Let's be informal and just do a JoJo. No doctor, just JoJo. Yeah. Chicken and biscuits. Nom, 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 nom. You sleep softly as the morning sun sets. Wait, as the morning sun sets. Wait, what am I talking about? I'm already messing up. Fuck you, dyslexia. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay in the moment forever. Or you can wake up. Now, now, now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. That's the alarm? I'd get annoyed as fuck on that. Shut the fuck up. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you. From the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, think of the future. It's finally here, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities. When you realize you're running late, you grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. That is a delicious, just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Hold on. That look at the steam coming out of that motherfucker. That is a delicious. Anyway. Yikes, you're such in a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out of the door. You're sweating buckets as you arrive on the time. Oh, that's a bucket I'd consume out of. Sweating my chicken bucket. Standing on the quad, you gaze. Sorry, I like to pause after saying gaze. I like to, lower the amount of Z in there and just say gaze. Among the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Marimi. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met. And you absolutely love her for it. Aw, she looks like a good pal. Good morning, Jojo! Are you ready for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What the? It's just that, this morning, I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any of the love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Mirimi. Raised by a master chef parent, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from the quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you've been the most loving, caring person I know, so you're gonna do great. But the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, famous 3-day only semesters. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got a bit nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject or give her some release? I'll give her some pep talk. Remember last month you saw your fortune teller and had your tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was also sweet. She told me you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card? Do not tell her that she represents the tower! Bro! She's a hot mess. Don't bring up the fucking tower card to her. The tower is the card of destruction. Fuck. And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? The devil in the tower is like a combination that you never want to see. Because the devil sometimes represents, change of will, and then it's like, bro, the tower. You never want to remind a person that their fortune telling was devil in the tower. Especially when she's, afraid of being a heart piece of garbage. Keep forgetting this game existed. I mean, it exists. It definitely exists. That is one thing you could say about it. I've been waiting so long to be this handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will. I don't know where you'll ever see a handsome boy. Not me. Haha, tee-hee. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, you'll be graduating and you'll be all delighted with the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel the nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be alright after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Yeah, you tell yourself that, girl. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. It's like the dialogue is saying her haircut's bad. I cannot believe it. Jojo lied. As I swiggle my bucket around. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out from your hands onto the ground. Bully? We got a bully? Hey! It's Ashley. Oh, I hate how Ashley is spelled. No! Don't spell Ashley like that! That is the worst spelling of Ashley I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. I hate her just by her name spelling. It's like when your parents decide to do some... Actually, it's almost spelled like chalet. Ashley. Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Feels like Chunk Tingle was involved in this. Honestly, there can be some Chuck Tingle vibes involved in this game. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins, blah, 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 blah. I just realized I can lick the chicken. My tongue won't reach. Reach, tongue, reach. Would I bend over the chicken bins with me? Her shins are chickens, yeah. I mean, she's got some thighs at least. Oh, no, she's got those like constrictive thigh leggings. The ones that definitely aren't good for you because you can definitely tell it's too tight. That it's probably gonna leave that indentation when you take them off. Like, it looks hot on a character design, but I would never want anyone to wear something like that in real life. Congratulations, Tintalus. Welcome to hell. You can't lick the chicken, despite being so close. The closer I get to the chicken, the further it goes away. No! You leave JoJo's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins, yes. My shins are normal. Do not nibble my shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. Exactly! Exactly! You know for a fact that it's actually just Ashley, but she added extra letters to herself to make her feel better than everyone else. Oh wait, that's not how her parents spelled it? She spelled it that way herself? Even fucking worse! Like, I think I'd give it a pass if it wasn't for that E on the second letter. If it wasn't for the E on the second letter, it would be okay, but the silent E is like, she's willingly southern white entitled. She is! If anyone knows what perfect shins look like, it's us! That's right, I'm the professional shin nibbler. No one is allowed to nibble shins except for me. And I'm looking at some delicious shins right now. We're not gonna let you or any your really weird insults get to us. Nom shins. No! Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Oh god, Ashley's friends with Van the Man. Van the Man, the Man, Black Betty, Van the Man. God damn! What are the names of this game gonna be? If it's already starting this is the prologue! Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. Oh, he's self-entitled. Oh, he's gonna be a pretty boy. He's gonna be a pretty boy. His pants are so tight you can see him casually. His pants are so tight you can see his dick. He's the scat man. Not gonna play effort. Anyway. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Oh! Oh, he's buff. Not pretty, but buff. Van? What in the JoJo is that? Excuse me? Excuse me? You're gonna show me a JoJo character right the fuck now? Okay, what's your stand called? You Rang? I'm sorry, Dad. Okay. I thought I was gonna hate his design based on the description, but then they show a fucking JoJo character, and I'm like, I can't hate anything JoJo. He's even posing like a JoJo character. I'm just gonna put myself on these abs right here. Like, you see this mouse, this custom mouse I have, that's me? I'm just gonna put it right here on these pecs. Don't mind it. You never have been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam. But substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would even allow people like you to attend as students. That, honestly, that's a bad name for a school. University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. That is the wordiest name for a school I've ever fucking heard. I mean, if you take out some keywords, it's like University School Academy for Learning. That is such a terrible university. It has University, School, Academy, and Learning all in the name. Actually, every other word it means is like a fucking stares at Bob Jones University. God damn. Fucking Bob Jones. Damn. I know, right? Do you think they just hand us diplomas now? Or maybe hire us as... Oh. I feel like how should I talk to him? Should I give him like a Polnareff voice? Or... a Jotaro voice? Or maybe hire us as professors. Not that I could pull off either of those voices. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's no time to properly tell them two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. I'm gonna punt this child. I don't even know who he is. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Did you just fart? Kid! Fart somewhere else! Whoopsie! Ariel, was that you? I think it's broken! You reach forward and easily pull the door open. Oh, the kid was pushing on a pull door. Got it. That should do the trick. I love you! I hate you! I hope you're on the football field later, because I need something to punt. I think you mean thank you? My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Ah, yes, a father naming his son after himself. Pop. That totally makes sense. Yeah, no logic flaws there. Could someone like this also be a student of the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, so I guess he's reading it upside down? He's not reading it upside down, because Bob upside down is QOQ, right? I love you. Have some bacon juice. Ignore the label that says pain. Yeah. Wait, Bob upside down is QOQ. So it wouldn't be Pop, would it? Unless it's upside down and in a mirror. Hi, Pop. I'm Jojo, so... Are you gonna make me hold the door all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Aww.
Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? Do not say you have a thing for the child. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure of where to sit. Other students wander and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. They're chattering! Pipers! A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Oh! It's Sprinkles! Sprinkle the doggo! Yes! Now, quiet down, everyone. Bork, bork. Who is this unreasonably cute puppy, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CUO of... USL? University Culinary School Academy of Learning is called USL. I'm gonna call the school Al. If I say Al, I mean the school's name is Al. From now on. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect, woof. I'm just gonna do a casual, like, bored woof. What? A cute dog is a professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. But dogs also eat shit off the floor, so... You give and you take. Out of nowhere. Wind rushes around you as a swirl of cherry blossoms petals fill the air outside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone closed the window. And then he walks in. It's him! You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time remains still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Harland Sanders, yes! Colonel Harland Sanders, yes, yes! It's him! It's him! Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. I gotta do like a southern drawl to this, because it's the Colonel. Alright, Kentucky. Think Kentucky. Please, just call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you. And you're not entirely wrong. And over there, he must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the door back before the faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Do not dare diss the Colonel. Just hold on a second. No one talks to my friend like that. You two both know... Oh, wait, they're talking about me. Okay. You two both know my name. We are in the same kindergarten class. And what is with that really weird insult? Besides, when JoJo sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Yes, look at my shimmer. Everyone, who likes my shimmer? I love you. Hey. They hear that Femboy sweat is a good moisturizer. Haven't you heard? Are you really living life unless you bathe, rub Femboy sweat all over you? That is a skincare routine. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel as he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom's getting hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. I can't say handkerchief. I have to say handkerchief. Like a southern motherfucker. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Mwah, I catch it. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? Ah! You're right! Take it. You stretch your hand, and Colonel Sanders patches a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press against your face. But when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has its natural scent on it. Ah, that natural Colonel scent, yes! The smell of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Ah, chicken! Nom, 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 nom. Professor Dog steps in to settle the cast down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Still hate saying that. The greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, and there may even be really adorable tiny foods. I don't know what accent I'm even doing right now. What is this accent that I'm doing? What is this accent? I think I put a "za" in there because I was thinking JoJo and the Worldo. And then suddenly I started doing this weird thing with like the Z sounds. I think I just invented an accent. And when it is all said and done, there will be a battle, and you will lift your sporks and complete the broom cooking arena. And just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. New character, who dis? It's me! No, who is this fucking generic-ass looking motherfucker? This is me IRL. Except, not fat. Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue... Wait, I think I'm going somewhat German with him now. I think it's been slowly evolving to German. You're in the fast track out of here, young man. Are you even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year at the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Okay, I went full German on that unacceptable. Unacceptable! Actually, I have no idea where I was going with that. I still don't understand what accent I'm trying to do. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring to. There's be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance.
Hello?
Bzz, wah. The class bursts into laughter.
Oh, Clank, you rascal.
Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff.
Is your diet lacking? Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking care of yourself.
You never heard a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decided to try to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pockets. What kind? Well, there's a KFC game. Reach beneath your apron and pull out a chicken stack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite.
It has to be favorite. This is a KFC game. Always chicken. Well. I think there might be some competition for our new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you with jealousy, but pay no mind to him. If they wanted you to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them.
Guys, if you want to succeed in life, make sure you always have doggo treats.
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to their favorite seats, you're left standing in the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Jojo, there's a seat right here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested.
Sorry, Miriam, but Colonel first.
I'm gonna talk to you like all the fucking time. May as well sit with Colonel. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. Appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only...
God, look at that pose!
I've only had 2 rules. Do what you can and do what the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something.
That's so inspiring.
That's so true, Bessie. A little off topic here after me, but okay. As soon as you settle your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast! It's time for the pop quiz!
Yay, a quiz about me!
Shut the fuck up, Pop! This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and focus sharper. I keep my knives sharp. I fucking keep my knives sharp. And in case you're wondering how I'm still balancing this can of chicken. Actually, wait, hold. Let me do that again. I always keep my knife sharp. And if you're wondering how I'm... Should I just start over? I feel like I need a mental reset. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. I always keep my knives sharp. What? And if you're wondering why I'm balancing this can of chicken... Fuck! I called it a can of chicken again. And if you're wondering how I'm balancing this... And if you're wondering how I'm balancing this bucket of chicken... It's with my cock. Let me wiggle it around a little. Anyway...
If train A is traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? What?
What was with all that unnecessary information?
That's right! Forest is to tree as chicken is to... Well, a forest contains trees. So a chicken contains... feathers. I would have said meat if it was like a open thing, but... What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork? That's right! What food is the best for a broken heart? That's right! Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's the best boy. That's right! Your total score is perfect 5 out of 5! Yes! Wow! To be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know I just met, but I have to confess. You have a beautiful brain. Ah, yes. Why don't I open it up and let you see? I'll even let you poke it. I'll just crack this thing open. Maybe if you're good enough, I'll give you a little nibble. I have a delicious brain. Hot diggity, Jojo. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Yeah, that is an important announcement. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Calm down, everyone. Can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, I was just... Student, shut the fuck up. The Colonel's talking. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I... Shh! The Colonel's talking! Lunch! She said shh! In honor of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone here for lunch.
Uh-huh.
Ah, that must be the smell I smelled! It was a smelly smell, that... boy smell! No. Do I smell a boy smell? Indeed, that smell! You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You hear that is very talented. But, if the rumor is true, is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket over his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken.
What a novel concept. I mean, it's a chicken bucket.
Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating! For years, I have developed a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What do you think about... What? You think your stupid recipe, dude? Psh!
Cha. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting the last will and testament in case, one of those greens is, poison. Got him. Uh-huh. Okay, Jojo. Oh, God, now... He went from Jojo to Gintama with that face. From Jojo to Gintama. What the fuck? Oh, to be fair, Gintama faces are some of the best faces in anime.
He looks around nervously, as if anyone else is laughing at his sick bird. You want to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up with, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing my diary. Dear diary, I smelled something beautiful. I knew at the moment only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change, from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent, as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that she is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Hey! 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 Hands off my man! Oh, please. Well, Van the man. Van the man, Van the man.
If you want any, I'll take his.
Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grows wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of the fried chickens out of the bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting... Drugs! Tasting Colonel Sanders transports you.
Oh, wait, hold up.
I wish I had like a reverb button or something. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hands, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on the moment. Savor the moment and everything tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in his mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. Yum. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? I mean, I love the flavor of fucking Colonel Sanders. After tasting his food, you try to get on one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Yes! You only have one option. Oh, anything else could be written over here. And I would still choose you approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. This idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all the time as I can open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Nah, none. It's just you and me talking here. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'm willing to trade. Well, if that's what's the rush? This rush is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up that easily. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw.
Oh, you got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. He leans in and you feel his breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient. But you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow. You would have never guessed that. In fact, I'm not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in the huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy.
Howdy, Deed.
Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. Now leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone, together for the first time. You figure how now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Okay, be modest, wild with a big idea, or neg him to show your own strength. You know about that house? Think about your secret recipe. I don't doubt it. It has a way of leaving an impression on those who taste it. You gotta show them what you know a thing or two about blowing minds with new flavors. I actually had thoughts on how you could improve it. Improve it? You want to change my secret recipe? And you think you could do better? Have you ever heard of habanero peppers? Heard of them? I tend an entire garden of chili pepper varieties. Habanero, poblano, cayenne. But that's not the point. You can't just toss new ingredients to a secret recipe to expect to improve it. The recipe is about balance and involves careful consideration and refinement. I didn't mean to... Let me be this last time you try to improve on my recipes, Jojo. I'm heading back to class for the next lesson. That didn't certainly go as planned. You better head back inside. But you wait a moment so that Colonel Sanders doesn't think you're desperately chasing him. Woo! You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lessons take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, I get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh, no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Yeah, you absolutely will blow it. I'm sorry. There's no saving you, girl. You are just fucked. You know? You're not gonna blow anything except kisses to the crowd of fans, and you're gonna earn your signature with your adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Jojo. Would you like to tackle the lesson as a team? A team of two, that is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Ah, now I feel sorry for Miriam. If I was given the choice, I'd actually team up with Miriam here. Ah!
Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Jojo. I'll prepare a station.
As Miriam is fucking crying! Dejected! No! No! Hug the girl!
Without you as a partner, Miriam is left staying alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner? Beep boop bzzz. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you have to pick four. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but there's a price to pay for not being alone forever. Clank. Sorry, Papa, I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea of what the point school is even at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
What?
Hold on there, fella. I don't even know what the assignment is yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz.
Tissue? I hardly know you. Okay, is that enough forced laugh?
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time for you to focus your own cooking classwork.
Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chefs is on an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea?
Which dish do you suggest your partner, Colonel Sanders?
Steak tartare.
This seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it.
You know what? Mash and gravy. This is a KFC simulation. We gotta make a KFC dish.
I've always been...
Oh, wait. I saw hearts come up. Was that a good answer? I'm something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe some mashed potatoes? And gravy? Couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to beat red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh out here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Where's cooking partners? Mind your business. Also, what if I do? Huh? What about big tits? Santa's heart is my business, and you keep your fingers off my man. Your man? Oh, God. You fucking bitch. That's my man. But Van Van the Man came instead. Bob. What is this music? Did we just go full Tekken or something? Did someone call for me? Geez, no, Van Van. Well, I'm over here crushing JoJo's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of her classwork. Chimikin, yes, Chimikin. That was the deal, remember? I have no idea why the music just got intense. Colonel Sanders. Wait. But is that on the stream? For some reason Yeah, it is. What the fuck is that? All the music was calm and peaceful, and then suddenly it wasn't. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them to a boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there. Ashley, Van Van, are you working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like JoJo is struggling, so I have to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need lots of mentoring. Okay, fuck you, bitch. Oh, I thought the music stopped, but I guess it's looping. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about my fancy food. The only thing you're good for is having good abs. Maybe you might be able to get onto my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Firstly, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast completely different complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Just because you have thick thighs doesn't mean you get to do that. I will bite your shins, Ashley. Every time I see the spelling of her name, I vomit a little. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel, if you don't watch out. One second, I'm gonna turn down the music volume. Ashley's going at you real hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders' hunk of hunks in your time of need. Yeah. I'm here to learn to express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Bitch! Who puts a boob window in their culinary outfit? Partners were chosen at the beginning of class. Just respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. Me? You put a boob window in your cooking outfit? I see. I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on JoJo as my partner for that activity, and I stand by it. See? Colonel Sanders has my back. Based on your team's behavior, I say you're perfect for each other.
Neither of you has JoJo's natural talent or their loyalty.
He gave me a compliment.
Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in high hopes that you might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Those darn cute corgis and their short but sturdy statue. What? Yeah, it's all about that corgi. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Oh! What am I cooking? Am I cooking the mash or the gravy? Check with the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plain butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know what to do. Oh, oh God, I gotta sneeze. Hold up. Colonel Sanders. Oh God, the sneeze. I thought the sneeze went away for a second, but it returned. No, please, Snaz. Snaz, don't do this to me. At least come. Fuck. The good old days when KFC had potato wedges. Oh, wait, do they not have potato wedges anymore? It's been ages since I've been to KFC. I remember them having potato wedges. Do they not do that anymore? Fuck. Last time, it's been eons since I've been to KFC, but last time I was there, they had wedges. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your neatly finished potato dish. Dorime, Dorime. Atio, I don't even know the words. Borie. I feel like T-posing in front of these mashed potatoes right now. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes, and the results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. And so is the Colonel! Colonel Sanders holds out a spork onto you, and reaches out to grab hold of it. But he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand, holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure of this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes, and left a heaping sporkful up. You see Ashley with a sinister look, near she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid face. Yes! Let's get rid of popcorn chickens, so both of the things I actually like are gone from KFC. No! The thing is, I never want to get, like, a singular meal from KFC. Whenever I go to KFC, like, when I actually did, it was to actually get, like, a fucking, you know, party meal. Like, it wasn't for me and only me. It was like a, feed the crowd type deal. Van Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy, and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there! Jojo, we do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potato face? You have a potato face, you fucking child. Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. What the fuck did you cook? Why is Sprinkle German? I have no idea. I ended up keeping that voice, and I don't know why. I like accidentally did a German accent, and like earlier stream I was like, I guess I'm sticking with German. I at least can do a German accent, so it's like, eh. Or at least a comical German accent, rather, but yeah. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on the battle axe forged by my supreme ancestors. Why is he so fucking... Why is Mr. Jojo here so metal? Like, goddamn, this is the most metal octopus tentacle I've ever seen. Yes, because battle axes make great plates. You've ignored me for so long that it ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look with envy. I think that's not how I'm going to keep student's voice. Just that trembling voice. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes the bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't quite strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned to the process. The result could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! He's dead! He's dead! Everyone, steps back. Don't take another bite. When you look at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slipped in Pop's mouth. Good! The child can die! Pop winces in pain for a moment. Then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Whoopsie! Tastes like poison. Hey! Pop is just like me. Poison is my favorite spice. Hey! I love the taste of poison. Why does poison taste so good? The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite its obvious danger, has inclinated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of Student. Oh, is he just gonna be Ghost of Student for the rest of the game? Hello? I turned into a ghost over here! Alright, I found the new voice for Student. Seeing that you're shaken up by this really annoying student is nonsense, Colonel Sander approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. The mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Jojo? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! Fuck you, Van Van the Man Man! Bam Bam the Van 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 Man Man! There's something I need to tell you first! Oh, jeez. You see, when I was a boy, I had a dream. That one day, I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen! And ever since that day, I've been working hard towards that dream. Day and night. Never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a bunch of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, so that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Ugh. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one who has to say inspirational stuff. and be the star of the story. Oh, he just wants to take the spotlight. I see. I see. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. Damn, that fucking pose. I also saw you kill a guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. As student is like, no one remembers my name. They just call me student. Ah. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. It's the Spork Monster. Here to fight a hero. What the fuck? What the fuck is this thing? What in the Shinigami Tensei is this? I like the voice effects. Oh, yeah. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid. Be very afraid. Because of me. I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Oh. Attack. You cycle on the attack. Which attack do you use? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. It just got real. The attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you! You take 1 damage. I'll attack again. You cycle on attack. We were last time, right? Cook with love is 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from their Mother Earth itself. They grew larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Decide to defend. What's defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your hand. Hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening, this is not happening!" Spork Monster no quits. They're buffed ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Decide to go on the attack. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing with cheese sauce onto a lawn across the quad. I wonder who he's going to have to clean that up first. Feeling vulnerable, the Spork Monster prepares its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile Villain! Your reign of terror stops here! Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Ah, chickens! High power pinch! High power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. Oh, that was easy. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare the wretched beast. You managed to tap him down your disgust. At the sight of this gnarly beast, long enough to realize that it's still a living creature with a pure soul, who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and you don't care come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back. Like you said, the Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon close inspection, it's much more. It's a book with magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. Oh! The Necrocluckacon! It's the Cluckacluckacon! I'm trying to think of a pun between chicken and Necronomicon. Necrocluckacon? I guess Necrocluckacon is fine. You open the cover and find a library card stuck inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you calm down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final act has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled over you as you're tucked in.
Ah, we're getting tucks. We're getting tucks from the Colonel.
Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Ah, yes. Everyone's riding on a sea of chicken. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you have. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Probably because he trusts you so much. Actually, I probably should have checked how long this game is. Time to beat. Main story, 1 hour and 42 minutes. Okay, so about 2 hours. That seems fine. Sure. That makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might have, I think I might like Clank. Get it, Clank?
Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. I like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually totally a sweet guy.
Even though he's a robot?
Not that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And it was even convertible. And it was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, it might be best if you took it slow with the new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders. You know Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy at school, the most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You got a thing for him now? We definitely connected yesterday. You sure did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great!
That's right. I get it.
You have an idea about how to prove your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why the hell did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah. I said just that, a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passions for spices. Secret spices! The man even gave me some to show what he meant, and said it was a powder created by super duper rare flower petals. And then if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, ma'am, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, I cooked them. With a very strange feeling came over me. A flavor like anything I've ever tasted. I think I'm being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know? Like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. No, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one's ever it had to come from you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should I protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Where's the third option where I don't say anything? You quickly think of a fake ingredient. How about, it was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some sort of witch expression, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wowie! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figured you satisfied her curiosity that she'll move on. However, she immediately turns to the school and does a dumb typing on her phone. You can't quite see, but it's probably not good.
before you guys confirmed that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh, they even add cherry blossom effects. Hey. Of course he's riding a horse! It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short nose dance before diminishing with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on the rear. Oh, I wish he'd slap me gently on the rear. Sending it free to roam the countryside. You are struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. I bet he does. You attempt to compliment Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beauty. Dang it, that's what I just said. Damn, that's actually how I talk. With my fucking dyslexic mind. Being a good fan, Miriam, interrupts to cover you. Alright, attempts is the problem here. Oh, Jojo, he just gets really nervous around the people they like. Miriam? Miriam? Miriam. You didn't. What? This is not helping? Well, I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. Was Miriam the one who took me home? She gave you a wink and smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame the girl for trying. I can. And with that, Colonel Sound disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see your two rivals, Ashley and Van, are doing something really bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Like summoning a demon bad. You try to get a peek over Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Calling your scores to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? And so do I! You sure you know a good meal if it ate you? Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity, it takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil! Try and get a look at what it was they were hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know who would talk about this. This is a family heirloom, and its contents are a secret. You notice they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Yeah, that's definitely playing. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how he talked to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. And who do you think you're talking to? Never heard such language, even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Whir, bzz. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Oh, please, protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I must think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. As she accentuates her boobas.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders.
Surely you must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena, or at least don't. Honestly, what if I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I could help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But here I am now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. And as he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of the favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was Chicken who first signed the name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. And you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Jojo? Actually, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you sample? A shimmering pepper. A brightly covered pepper stands out in front of the other items. It sparkles in most eye-catching ways, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination, where it feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend! Woo! This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Woo! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is, I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is, sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through, to fulfill, the prophecy. You must feel yourself gain consciousness. Oh, man. Poor student. You come to and everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last kind on this earth, and it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I better pay attention. Well, we all make mistakes. Oh, I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's luncheon will be prepared via time competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics for these two is off the charts. Yep. Step up to one of them and say, you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with your fools before I set my lunch down, so be it. I'm not the fool. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van Ven. I like your gumption, Jojo. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach the boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a little sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasted your face, flashing the very words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's the original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. Oh, that message fits to your victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken. and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you could really impress them here again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. The timer runs down, or you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? 100 C. That's right! But how would you even get to school without knowing that? The winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that be the enticing offer that motivates you. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many spices do you use? 11! That's right! You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail waggle intensifies. Now that you're got some basic stops going, time to elevate your craft. Team used. Salt is twice of that list. Oh, wait, salt is 2 of the 11 ingredients? Wait, is it really? Wait, hold on. Let me look this up. What are the 11 ingredients in KFC chicken? There we go. Hold on. Alright, these are the ingredients list. It is salt, thyme, basil, oregano, celery salt. Oh! It is 2 types of salt. Black pepper, dried mustard, paprika. Oh, garlic salt, that's a 3rd type of salt. Ground ginger, white pepper. Fuck! It's regular salt, celery salt, and garlic salt. God damn! And 2 different types of pepper as well. So 2 peppers and 3 salts. So salt and pepper makes half of the herbs and spices. God fucking damn. To be fair, paprika being the biggest chunk here makes sense. Because, like, paprika is just so fucking good. Paprika and salt is, like, such a good combination. Like, super good. Okay. Let me just... Paprika and garlic salt are just good. Yeah! You don't need regular salt if you've got garlic salt going on. And paprika, oregano, and thyme? Yeah, the oregano, thyme, and paprika is like a good base for chicken. Now you've got some basic steps going. Time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? What? Gratitude? I was just guessing. What the fuck was that question? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you, never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw attention from that place. Now should be a great time to harness that energy. Where does it come from? Small town where dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot. You're not going to miss it. Aroo! I don't know how I do a German dog sound, but... You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Where's the sound of success? That's right. When you taste your cooking, they'll be taken with that, and they're unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Jojo. Oh, the Colonel believes in me. That's all I need. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except he's watching you. Makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now you're gonna think about it. Colonel Sanders on a horse! On a horse! How many spoonfuls of gravies does it take to fill... What are you thinking? Get your mind back to the competition. What? I didn't even finish reading the question. You're a stranger on a desert island with only 1 dessert in the cookbook. What do you take? God damn it! Colonel, stop with your sizzling abs! I'm trying to win! I'm trying to win! Stop distracting me with your sexiness! I know, right? You know what?
Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, what was the question? What does this have to do with a spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked business? Woof, woof! You're really struggling to keep up. The next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss biscuit dough in a stand mixer. As you, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Zaps! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. He's like, yes, he's using one of your kind, the stand mixer. The pressure cooker clank is like, Where? You might not have any hands, but JoJo does. And makes a good chef. Needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There is an easy way, a hard way. You don't get far by doing the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. JoJo, no! I just broke my hand. You're not fast enough, your hand gets stuck, and it's immediately crushed by those quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Shadow shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way to turn out much more difficult. Imagine if I just lose my entire hand, that right there, just blood everywhere. Explosion. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. Cappy, I was close to finishing my dick. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, too bad, and here I am with a complicated dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me a winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of JoJo's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks out onto the dish. But I suppose you could at least tell us what you prepared. Because of the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide variety of delights taking you to a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask JoJo to do the honor, but since you're itching, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of hot, delectable hot chocolate sauce might be a little too difficult. Colonel Sanders, you wouldn't mind lending your strong city hands. Back off my boy, bitch! Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. You know you're supposed to, like, actually mix those ingredients. Inside you'll find delicate fried cheese croquet on top of a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. They could have, like, made it actual layers of the... What? It's just a dome that's holding an individual... What? Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger in his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Hands off, bitch! That's not a compliment, Ashley. To her, it is. Internalize your rays. Put yourself between... Not just internalize it. Your rays burn so intently with your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire into ash. And they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. My eyebrows, no! No! Embarrassed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brown, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. He's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. No! You try to hide from him, but approach you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. Yes, it was a fire and not my emotions overburning me. Totally. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone?
I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at something before? That's exactly what I think. Well, think again. Wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in a culinary school. Incredibly handsome. Successful. Motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. Yeah, you were. Bow chicka wow wow. But I've walked other paths. And arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life. But I failed as an obstruction. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assumed I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. Give the man a hug! I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving me the best I have to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignites inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, is honest, is something that humble man in the crisp white suit can be proud of. I'll create a new chain of chicken restaurants that'll bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Pop! What are you doing here? There's a moment between me and the Colonel. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle sparred from last night. You prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. Barco? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, but after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me more, but I just wanted to say, I was wrong to attack you. I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by giant creatures in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I just want to apologize for the way I switched out right into attack mode. I know you're strong, and cooking at a school can put a person under a lot of stress, but I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was... he was a doggo! No! Biblically accurate sleep paralysis demon. But I was still a student, until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Wait, the ones that Van and Ashley have? Magic spell book. Precisely. I'd procured a copy of it myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you ever find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and probably shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds as though there are some bad chefs in the kitchen of life. Jojo together. I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Hey, yo! Dinner date with the Colonel? Stepping inside, Colonel's home, surrounded by his things. You start to feel a special bond with him. Ah. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never start searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on a new recipe of your own lately? I'm excited to talk about the food with another ambitious chef. Well, there isn't something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with. Trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Karasan's eyes perk up and he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Perhaps both? Now you gotta worry. Reveal your new creation and we'll keep it for you. Reveal it. You decide that you're ready as ever to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Take it on yourself. You decide to dive in head first. Reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping it nice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. There's more sparkles on the screen, just like my sparkles. All the sparkles! The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire the taste longer and think back on this moment. You could often make him more, but he seems a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in a moment. Realize now that it'd be the perfect time to do some snooping. Snoops? Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap an item to discover more about the Colonel. This must be where he keeps a secret recipe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. So you just dial to 1111, the safe opens. Inside of it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared? Sashimi style? No, it cannot, because that's how you get salmonella. What do you mean, can it be prepared sashimi style? That's how you get fucking salmonella! Unless you want to cook very thin strips of chicken, no. You tap an item to discover more of the Colonel. Ah, yes, as the Colonel as a baby. With his magnificent goatee. An adorable little baby crawls on the floor. From the gentle goatee and the mustache combo he spots, you figure it must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of themselves? Probably the same type of person who makes their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Yeah? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Oh, I think that's a real photo. 1 second. I think that's an actual real photo. Colonel Sanders. Egypt. Visit the pyramids in the 70s. Oh, there's several pictures of him on a camel in Egypt. Oh, no, I guess it's this one. You would think that they would make it... Hold on. You would think that they would make the... make it in this same pose. And not that. Because, like, there's fucking Colonel Sanders, like, in Egypt, right there. Just do that. Man, he's probably, like, tearing it up in Egypt right there. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Oh. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appears to be cheering them on. You can see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Is that based on a real story? Colonel Sanders Pete. Oh, okay. It's a Pete Herman and Colonel Sanders are the... Got it. I see, like, statues of the two of them together, but I don't see any photos of it. Oh, here we go. Oh, I found it. There's the original. So, it's just a reduction of that. You take a closer look at the urn sitting near a pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but you can wipe out and read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all past careers and business failures." Poor guy. There's a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting next to the corner table. Pick up and realize it's not realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. There's a note clipped to the foot. It reads, "The true state of bird and the great state of Kentucky." You gaze out the window
across the vast lake and a mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost pops up. I think about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my death. Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now is... I can't see. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open up the window, the crack, and the ghost's student is swept with a breeze. Fuck you, student. A scented candle. You pick it up and identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched color? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No, it's gotta be one... It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. Tap on an item.
A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize the hair isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver.
Ah. I think that's all the real items.
You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket's too big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. It gives yourself a deep hug, breathing in a scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. It has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you tasted. Try it casual until you ask why you're wearing his jacket.
Aww.
I would usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. Ah! I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned I can't just get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough leaves you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Jojo? I think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence! Chicken! Alright, as we enter morning, I'm going to take a quick piss break. I will be right back. I am fucking back, bitches. You awake to a beautiful morning in the Colonel Sanders hideaway. And it is a beautiful hideaway. Did you make the right decision to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day you could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret degree you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges from the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast. Your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I whipped up. It's marvelous.
Breakfast? It's fucking chicken and biscuits.
I guess that's all he makes. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you turn, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, what do you... would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I mean, it's just take him down peg, not peg him, so let's flatter him. You know, I think we'll make a great team. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eye as he gazes at the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? He could be talking about you. It's happening so quickly. Overcome by emotions and confused by your feeling, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run to the front door and go home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You go home to find something very surprising. Your best friend's there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk about. But I couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned back to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. How would sex with a pressure cooker be? I'm trying to think about it. How do you sex a pressure cooker? Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? I honestly don't even know what a typical first date with a pressure cooker would be. And now I'm not really sure where I stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection was wowzers. Oh god, I'm the type of person that says wowzers? Sheesh! Miriam tells you to move on from the whole Colonel Sanders session for the school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have a swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Jojo, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go cooking like that. May as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders appears. Just as it appears things are getting to boiling over. A naturally intrusive person. He senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for their final day of school? Jojo, how's the hand feeling? I'm sure I'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you passed about how your food was received. That's a lot of words to say it's bland. Excuse me, Jojo, I'm more than capable of speaking for myself. Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as he walks into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of food. See you inside, Jojo. Annoyed by Colonel Sarah's inability to see Ashley for who you are. She knows really is. You walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how excited you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out a spell book you recovered from yesterday and start flipping the pages. Whoa! That's the book! It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It appeared that some sort of grimoire, but I really don't believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend much more time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of a surefire way to find one. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme warning, it says around the edge of the page. Use a spell here that will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it'll probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic! Couldn't you do something else? Like, anything else? Like, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic. Desperate items called for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. And a pretty good excuse to try it out. No! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. Summertime's class. I am absolutely not doing that shit. Sprinkles, already in the room, is waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it has nothing to be afraid of. His cute nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. Dogs can be rather unpredictable. You should backpack and grab some homework that you didn't turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies an ungraded work. Jojo, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important question. Thank you, Jojo, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see? But before we go any further, Miriam's love drama spills into the glass. I told you to save it for after class. Think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical worlds. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J forever. Watch us form a triangle in mid-air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzzz. Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Then take Jeff and Joan out with you. Like, you could all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain. Or off a cliff, for all I care. Ah! They're only one date, they're already having a bad relationship. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then our ding stops in his tracks. Bleep. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it's okay. Clank slowly rolls out the room, wanting to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakout to cast his pal over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate.
But we mustn't be distracted from the lies ahead. The final competition, showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about the upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa over the floor. How can you embarrass me in the front of the class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny coca is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if that source of her frustration is a silly boy. You know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feelings all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off to the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. And a big ranch big enough for both of us. And whoever we want to bring along. It's not Papa Clank or anyone you'd meet today, tomorrow. It's all year. So what? You're a special person. You who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest in you anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you're pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time before exams. So you head off to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of final challenge, a test of will. A test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of the Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. Yeah. As planned, you began to run the quick test of a recipe you've been working on. JoJo's famous chicken pot pie. Practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you. And you're ready to get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. JoJo, what are you doing here? There's still time for the final exam. Oh, just take it all in. I'm big into visualizing success, so I'm on my station picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly beginning to fill the space around you. Visualizing, huh? It's not too bad. So hoping you're here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry. The last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision is hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell pot pie from 400 yards away. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. Yeah, he's an oddly specific one. You know it was a pot pie from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. I'm watching an oddly specific stream. It is an oddly specific stream, isn't it? But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Don't worry, Colonel. I'm good at pulling it out. And THC. Honestly, I sometimes get THC and TLC confused all the time. Like, I used to think TLC meant THC for the longest time. And then I remember seeing it in some places that didn't make any sense. I'm like, why would this person talk about TLC? Are they druggies? What the fuck? Alright. Now, speaking of our pull-out games, it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow! Wow! Is the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I can eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! Yeah, Sprinkles lays the ground rules and he just yells, there are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you got! You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie
you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. I mean, if you're going to go small, you gotta go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find multiple ways to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. I like how they put a symbol there, the R symbol. What's the R symbol mean? I know TMC and there's R. I forgot what that one is. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy into action. Everyone is calling out really special cooking moves as they're preparing the food. Wow, this is getting serious. Oh, wait, they're naming their special attacks like it's a shonen anime? Are they going special whisk blend? Go! Stuff like that. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Yeah, they are! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into the itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with light speed. Shallow personality spatula! Oh yeah, she definitely got a shallow personality. Even Clank gets into it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? Wait, that's the first time he's spoken! It's always been biz and words. It's the singularity as foretold. Must have let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. No, the appliance uprising! Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out to the back of the arena. As you frantically prepare your disc, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Got a book of your own. And if you're desperate enough not to see her win another battle, take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost a certain evil magic. Now let's do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. I only do it hard, baby. If I ain't hard, I ain't doing it right. Colonel Sanders sees you've chosen to win on your own terms and gives you a subtle wink from the room. Wink, wink. I believe in you, Jojo. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Jojo. Since you were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Yay! Best friends forever! You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Uh-huh. It's the secret ingredient. Oh, she doesn't know you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin swirling in the air, bubbling up in a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your own eyes. Oh, we're using dark magic anyway? It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. Think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve. And I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey. You're in the middle of your cooking competition. I love this stuff. Better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Want to have a hangout? Yeah, we're gonna hang out with the spork monster. Oh, sorry, Steve, but I'm in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items that accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, I guess it's sort of... If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles and a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country? You can feel the spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where it came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely here. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. It's like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during the scare tactics class, and when I woke up... You took a serious look at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered a huge setback, you don't know if you could ever win. Summon the extra power deep within yourself. I can do this. I have whatever it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns into mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Wow, my hair turns into a mac and cheese orange? Damn. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, Jojo, you're the chosen one. You will avenge me. Power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupt my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire life for moments. I will show this world my cookery. Begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know, with that power, you could do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful. Because you were powering up your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Jojo. You may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. And all you managed to make is mac and cheese. And time is almost up. You're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, we're at the test. What happened to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. Also, there are no rules in the kitchen. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to feel the most delicious fried chicken tenders you ever laid eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we could form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With the time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems like we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from here right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from this challenge, seeing he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, is not the worst prank in AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks? Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a singular whirl or beep or the onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow you must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That only leaves 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. Yes, a school that lasts for 3 fucking days. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. Those are the tiniest udon noodles I've ever seen. My word, it is so delicate. Is that a teeny, tiny nomaki I spy afloat on the itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. I have so many questions. I have so many questions! Yes, Sprinkles. Wait, does that mean his last name is Chef? Sprinkles Chef? And some green tea I made from baby tea leaves I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I really have a cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. I mean, it's probably only enough for one person. It's literally one tasteful. and if last the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thibble's worth of soup. A plus! Rarely do I taste a dish with so much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed and gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Jojo, for helping me to believe in myself. Von, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an Axune orchard shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one of the urchins with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leaned in to sniff into the umi, but can't get his nose close on account of the spikes. He begins to paw it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof, woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the noodles. He reels back his tongue and is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! Perhaps it appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It'll keep poking through my tongue. Disqualified? A stunning turn of events. Who'd have thought that serving of food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount the penalty. This isn't the last you threat of me. Before forcing us to endure a swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yes, I'm a dog. I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with a French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd like you to please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It is fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got the toast in ears or something? Jojo, I just told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that you were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted. But don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, as she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off into rededicate herself into the best. But this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice, and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If the class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Santos, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a weird feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a little drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing? And completely blown me away. In my 49 dog years of a life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It is so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you get a pass, and you get a pass, and you'll get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Yay! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that they indeed are an excellent self. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. there were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How can they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on! Yes! The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Ah, DJ Dog is in the house! Oh, wow! You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Mm-hmm. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Oh, no, not the haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Ah, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on, I'd prefer everyone for my name. Party Monster. Yay! Student tries to finish what he has to say, but everyone's too wrapping up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Bye, student! Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could ever command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking by the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, I get it now. And now, we get a new wing on this school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the counselor of such and such. The counselor of such and such? The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal the truth. Oh, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of Earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. It's time to begin to learn who I am. This is the time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. Pretty clear she's managed to suppress you in that regard. I understand, kinda. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmate. Colonel, baby! Yay! Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to get them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't mean to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken by not reminding you guys to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end. As if everyone feasts on their delicious chickens, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Jojo, what are you sitting alone for? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, why don't you tell me what qualifies you to expect to find such a lucky person? Top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Jojo. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think something is... I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I'll need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is your best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef?
Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I can enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Jojo, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. Along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Ah, I didn't get to smooch him. That was it. That was a thing that happened. It was. Is there multiple endings? Wait. I love you, Colonel Sanders. All endings? Oh, yeah, there are multiple endings. I'll probably look up the true ending later. It's probably just like certain dialogue choices I have to make perfectly. But I could probably just like look up an all endings video instead of like replaying it or anything. Yeah. But anyway, who the fuck is on? Oh, Wendy is doing some art. What kind of... Some Magic the Gathering related stuff. Huh. I see art in MTG, so we'll just drop it onto there. Here's the raid message. And we are going to drop in onto her. And I'll see you on Waydor. Bye-bye. Kisses.